everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So I wanted to talk about Fox News highlights, and I hope that y'all enjoy it. It's a 44-minute thing. It's probably like 36 minutes, So let's get started, You know what I'm saying, man? And then we'll do my homework tomorrow. The last part of it. I am so sized. The last part of my homework. Early. Early in the morning. Early. Feliz Navidad. I can't wait till Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. No bueno año felicidad. I hope I'm saying that right to all my Spaniards. Not trying to be funny. Oh, her. Karine Jean-Pierre's SOS. She knows she in trouble. She knows she's in trouble, dude. Yes. Let me turn it up. Yeah. Why did they have to say this on my birthday of whenever? They don't say the 2023 or 4. She had to say it on my birthday, July 3rd. He is the sharpest tack ever. Yeah, right. And then you went up there and sat up there with the different world cast talking about it's a different world. Yes, it's a different world now. Karine Jean-Pierre. It's a very different world now. Y'all used to have all those type of parties. Y'all probably had P. Diddy over. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay, so let me press mute on my button. Hold on. Um Hello? Sorry about that. I was on an important phone call. Sorry about that, y'all. I was on an important phone call. Um, so let's finish watching Fox News. I cannot believe that she calls these videos about Biden cheap fakes videos. She knew she was lying, and yet she continuously lied to the not only the people, but all of us. The people that actually believed her. What about the people that were naive enough to believe her because they like Democrats? Like Nancy been on the term for like decades, almost a century almost. She's swinging the pendulum almost a century. And has her expertise or Chuck Schumer expertise actually helped anything? They're split up, the Democrats. They haven't helped with nothing. Only thing they do is attack. I'm just going to leave it there. No. Nancy Pelosi might throw you back in chains, but we have nothing to do with throwing you in chains. You are your own slave, Jasmine Crockett. I am tired of you sitting up there making the Republican sense look prejudice. Your side is prejudice. You talk history. Can you explain why all those people, nearly 5 to 10,000 people, died on a Democrat watch, being thrown in fires? Everything. I may not know much history, but I know the history. You are a slave already. You go out and bark like a little dog to them, bark, 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 and they gas you. They gas you to do it. While they sit back and they pay you to do it. You are a slave. Just like the musicians, just like the basketball players, just like the football players. All are slaves. If you mess up one time and say something good, like Chuck Schumer tried to warn them that to take the deal on the bill, and they went outrageous, the Democrats went outrageous for that, for Chuck Schumer trying to speak the truth. You're going to be back, with messed up hair again. And I don't understand why your hair is so messed up now, and you're a congresswoman. I I don't have much money, but I do keep my wigs up. And then you want to talk about people, that are African American with white women. Who cares? You said F Elon Musk. You're a sick woman. You swear you're in the hood, man. Go to the projects in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia like I had to do. Go there and listen to the gunfire at night. The mayor, Democrat mayor, the black woman had a nerve to say, well, we were getting it done. There is no crime in Philadelphia. BS. There is always crime in Philadelphia. Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. They have a power. They have a power where they can change things. No, they just look out for themselves. They have a power where they can change things and make the black unity come together. Make unity come together. No, instead they take high-end cases so that they can look good taking up for them. No, I don't want to hear that because there's people dying. There was nearly 3,000 black people dying, if not more, a week in Philadelphia. So I don't want to hear that. Black Lives Matter posts, and it's all about the LGBT community. So Jasmine Crockett, I don't want to hear what you got to say because what you got to say doesn't mean nothing to me. You have a power too. You can sit up there and help the black people, but instead you're spewing negative, false information that you converted into your information, making people sit up there and listen to this garbage. This is nothing but garbage you're spewing out. Your garbage caused Tesla trucks and Tesla vehicles to be scratched. Your garbage caused people to protest about Elon Musk. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, yeah, like I said, you are in a systemic change. I do this because I know Trump is a great person. I know he's been through stuff where he done made mistakes and he came out of it successfully. And he wants to help everyone. You are in a systemic change. How are the Republicans in a systemic change? How? Tell me. If they were, they would be picking nothing but black people to be on their campaigns and be on the trails so that they can use them like the Democrats are using you. Yes. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that crap. All of those people, all of those people trying to they're in. Look at all those people at an Air Force flight. They were climbing on trying to get out. They were climbing and trying to get out. They died. Americans died. I remember when that happened. They were on the flights, like they were gonna fly on the flights. That's something a black person would do. They'd be like, let's fly on the flights, bro. We can make it, man. We can make it 14 hours back to the United States if we just hold on. The damn flight is going 500, 600 miles per hour. And they think that that's how desperate they were. Just like Cedric the Entertainer said, if we were to sit up there and have spaceships, we'd be having ghetto spaceships with bass drums just drumming and stuff. On what is that show? Kings of Comedy. So yeah, she is going to HELL for doing this to the American people that were naive and actually believed her. She is really going to go to HELL. And I hope they come out with what I talked about earlier, where they can take somebody legal or non-legal. I don't know. I don't I think that this is a thin line. I think that if you do bad, you aren't allowed to come back. You are not allowed to come back. to this beautiful country. Our country is so beautiful, man. I love my country. I love it. I love seeing the way that they make the trees, how old the trees, 300, 400-year old trees I get to see every day. I love the grass, the crisp, watered down grass from the spring dew. I love the sun, how it hits and how it comes, fades in and out, fade in, fade out. I love the clouds, how the clouds sometimes go fast or how the clouds sometimes go slow. But I love it. I love the cars, but I repeat, I do not like the emissions because the more downtown you get, the more people go crazy. People go crazier the more they are downtown with these emissions and stuff. All she's saying is all she got to say, Corinne Jean Pierre, is that she made money off of this, so she don't care. But deep down inside, she know that she's hollow. Either either Biden is a robot where he has two different parts of him. One is a robot, one is human. Like I don't know. I don't know. Because they keep saying they never saw that side. That side was on TV all the time. I used to sit up there and say, see, look, look, falling down. These ladies, they can't have husbands. They can't have husbands because the husbands is going to be like, you lie about Biden. I know you're lying about this relationship. But she's not a doctor, right? Right? Right. She's not a doctor, but she says aging happened quite quickly. How can you diagnose that? How do you know that? How do you know that it happened quite quickly unless you saw what was going on in the Oval Office? Just think if they told the truth. Just think if they told the truth, what would happen to them? Nancy will probably get somebody to ruin their name and call them delusional and crazy. It would be terrible. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That could be true. And it's sad. It's sad that they don't even know that they're being vomited. They're vomited with this LGBT crap, and they don't know what they are or what they want to be. To be quite honest, I listen to the stars, but I don't let it invade my mind where I'm like, I am. I listen to them because it's times in my life that I heard that song, whether good or bad, mostly bad. And I feel like basically I don't like them in a stance of meeting them because I know that they're about stuff that isn't about what I'm about. And I can't believe Kamala did that where she had Megan Thee Stallion on stage, you know, twerking like TikTok wanted, like TikTok wants, twerkers instead of educators, you know, it's just sad. It's sad. I don't I I I I only listen to music. I don't let it inside my mind to the point where I am doing what they said. I was at a point where I was allowing this filth into my mind. And that's why I talk about it with the Black community and the white community that listen to Black people music. I feel that it is a curse of what we have. They get rich off of us listening to this filth and monstrosities. It is filth. Only thing they talk about is robbing, stealing, murdering and the rest. They don't talk about nothing else or twerking. What do Carrie Underwood talk about? What do country music talk about? If it's a love song, they're calling somebody the B word. If it's a love song, they're calling somebody the B word. So no, I don't listen to them and clap for them in that sense. But I do listen to their music in a sense that, hey, look, it's an interesting piece because I feel like part of me is angelic. A part of me is angelic where I just like music. I just like music. I like music because I feel that music lifts me up in a day. It helps me reconstruct my thoughts, everything. But I don't like the maker who make these music. But you were calling the president sane. You were calling him competent, shall I say. How do we protect our communities? You had the pen in the book. You had the book where you could have told the truth. And nobody never tells the truth. Had you had told the truth, it would have bleeped off in just a second. It would have bleeped off. It would have just bleeped off. It wouldn't even allowed you to tell the truth. Our communities are no longer safe, and you're safe with your daughter. You're safe with your daughter in a predominantly white area. This is what I mean when I say they sit up there and go to green zones. They move to green zones and then they look at the news and be like, she probably got that off of the news with people off of Fox News, what people been saying about how do we help the community? How do we protect our democracy? All of that sounds like something a Republican would say. She's not going out there seeing people really they really appreciate her for what she did. She lied. She lied to the community and this nation. She lied to this nation. We really think she's getting like commends, like they're commending her. No. I know I have witch hunts against me. Every Republican that is taking up for Trump right now at this point have something bad happening to them, especially when the Democrats were in office. They're either being fought, the people are watching them and they don't know that they're being watched. Anything could be happening right now. You heard what he said? Joe Biden's FBI, and they still work there. which means that whoever it is that is targeting me is the evil part of the FBI. There's a good part and there's an evil part. And when I called the FBI one day, I got the evil part. When I called before, I got the good part. You know, it all depends on what you are calling for and how you speak to them. Biden's part of the FBI need to be drained, 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 drained. They play it off like they're for Trump and they're rhinos. They're not for Trump. So listen, answers from the FBI. FBI's treatment of Catholics, number one. FBI's treatment of parents at school board meetings. Raid on Mar-a-Lago. What's visa abuses? FBI misuse surveillance tool unsealed visa order reveals. The FBI misused the surveillance tools in searching for foreign intelligence to use cases pertinent to the January 6th insurrection and 2020 radical justice protests, according to April 22 court order publicly released. The order, which was released by the U.S. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, is significantly redacted, but it reveals thousands of violations in Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which allows the federal government to collect communications between certain targeted foreign individuals outside of the U.S. The court has oversight of the U.S. government espionage activities. You know, I want y'all to look at that. Scientists are always trying to create new ideas and different things. So, what I say when I say that, when I said that there was some type of thing out there, I I just had a vision about it, and I wrote it on my page that, you know, I don't want to talk about it before China shuts it down and shuts me down. There's no buts to that. But y'all read what was on my page. I said that there could be some type of disease or famine or something that goes around, and maybe that's just the playoff to see if they can get something in there in our country, and then sit up there and do something totally different that's even more hell raising. Yuck. Uh-uh. Like artificial Kool-Aid, you know. Artificial been out way longer than we imagine, y'all. Artificial Kool-Aid. Remember reading the ingredients? I just so happened to read the ingredients a long time ago. And the same thing with noodles. You know, noodles have artificial seasoning. And I'm like, what does artificial mean in food terms? What does it mean in food terms? Also, I tomorrow morning I have to wake up at 6:30 and make this guy's banner. I apologize. If you're out there watching, I apologize. I've been so busy. I have to make your banner tomorrow morning early and send it to you. I also gotta because I haven't really been interviewing people, but we can make it happen at 9 o'clock. I know it's at 9 o'clock, so I'll wake up extra early. So they put in money to piggyback off of you. So they throw in a lot of money. They throw in a lot of money and they got a lot of people that are not so slightly smart and they come up with weird ideas. Now they want a commercial program young adult boys. It could, commercial programming helps. I mean, look what it did in the 4 years that Biden was in office. Nobody cared. They were listening to everything that the Demo. He's sharp as a tack. What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, oh. Oh, he says too much. I don't want them to censor me. Okay, y'all. Today's been a rough day. I gotta make sure I get up early in the morning so that I can have this interview. I gotta write Shirley, what is it called? Uh God, I got all the Democrats in my mind right now. I gotta write a lot of people in the morning. So yeah, I may do a segment tomorrow morning early about writing them and stuff. So, with that being said, you guys, even if it doesn't go through, I did it, and I made sure that I did it, you know. Um, so yeah, I just feel like today, oh, there's always something going on at the TikTok party house. There we go. So I just feel like today was a hectic day, and I hope that you all definitely take care. I can't believe Corinne Jean Pierre is coming out with a book. It should be called Ass Kisser 2.0 of the White House leader. But whatever. It's called Independent. So I'm about to get off of here. And y'all take care, be safe, and I will see y'all in the morning. Lots and lots of work.